Hey, all you Finns and Scandinavians, it's Friday in the Kitchen, January 31st, coming up on the near anniversary of Friday in the Kitchen. What a big deal that is. Hey, so I know that the weather's going to be starting to get colder now, and for people who are Canada ridden, let's say, we don't get a lot of warm temperatures here, so we have to do what we can. And one of those things is playing songs that on the accordion, of course, that are give a homage to that warm climate, this sunny warm weather. And this song that I'm going to do tonight is it's a little bit of a sad, reminiscent, yearning sort of song. It's kind of sad. Gonna about someone who wants to be with their friends and see their baby again. And anyways, you can see I'm mixing it up tonight. I got my old Galanti accordion. This is the accordion that I learned to play on that my mom and dad gave me back in 2020. It's got some issues. You can see there's some of the clips are worn, and I've put on it already had masking tape, and I've put a little bit of duct tape on to help so that when it doesn't leak too badly now. But it's got issues down here too. Anyways, it's got some issues on the bass. It's kind of tepid, right? Doesn't have that. If you play it louder, if you put more air through it, the bass does eventually come through. So this does have a nice sounding tone. So this is why I brought out the Galanti. I'm going to play Blue Bayou. Hey? Sounds like a good song for weather just before the weather's going to tank into the minus 20s again. But the interesting thing about this song that I find is it's got these chords, like this is a C chord. Whoops, that's not a C. And that's sort of a resolve, right? It wraps things up. If you're coming from, you'd want to end here, right? But a lot of the song sort of skips around that C note, right? This C note here. You hear a lot of this note, which is just about the resolve, but not enough. So the song starts, and it's got these notes that drift above and below. And you think right at the end of the song that it's going to, finally resolve. And it does, it sort of builds. And you think it's going to resolve to here, but it doesn't. It goes way up here to the E. So it still sort of skips that C. And that's what gives it the yearning sort of feel, right? Anyways, enough talk. So I have to play loud enough in the bass that I get the bass to come through, and we're gonna drift around that C note by playing more B's and D's. Thanks for tuning in and see you next week.